We have roaming gangs at night. We have motorcyclists that take over not only our streets, but our sidewalks.
Let's go, get on the sidewalk.
When you see all these beer bottles being broken and all these horrible things going on the street, it's just evident of the disrespect.
Slide all the way over. Watch the hats.
It's really degrading the neighborhood, and the village is supposed to be a place for everyone to come and have a good time.
And we're going to beat them. They're not going to own the village. We're going to take the village.
Julie, do me a favor, go with them. I want you to disperse everyone. Everyone leaves.
It is 3 a.m. in the village. A community crackles in chaos.
You guys, fight. Go out of here. Let's get it out of here. On it. Now this way.
Three separate disturbances converge on one block.
Get out of the camera. Get him in, Joe. In the car. In the car. Right, step right in the car. Get him out of here. I got three in my car, man. Good. Get him out. Okay.
Two dozen cops from the 6th Precinct, backed up by teams from Midtown South, swooped down on 6th Avenue. Cops collar several suspects. Some resist arrest.
Wait. These guys fight. Go out of here. Let's get it out of here.
The angry night is just beginning to snarl. The village, some say, is under siege by an army of outsiders who on weekends claim the village as their own.
People walk by, they take a garbage bag from the sidewalk and dump it right inside the club. And, you know, we have to fight it, but eventually we'll win. We'll get together all the merchants and eventually we'll win. It's not an easy war, but it is a war.
Car speakers blast a hip-hop refrain. Front steps are turned into hangouts. Once clean streets transformed into garbage dumps. Some brandish beer bottles, others scrawl graffiti on the walls of businesses. This group of kids grab a ride on the fender of a visitor's car.
Well, it's like water skiing, but on concrete, you know what I'm saying?
You ever think those people might be terrified when you're doing that?
Yeah, sometimes they do be terrified and they just take off real fast.
When the cops see you, they tell you to cap it because you're not really supposed to have it over here. And after we get past them, we continue to drink our beer.
They take everybody for a hooligan. That's all, you know what I'm saying? We just be chilling.
While cops issue summonses and make arrests, even they admit they're feeling overwhelmed.
It's hangout night. This is the village. Everything goes. But it's now getting to the point where we can't allow everything to go.
It's the sheer numbers of people that come here that sort of overwhelm us.
And what's happening on the streets is affecting businesses off the street. It is midnight, and you are entering the world of a village landmark, a Mideastern nightclub called Café Pinjon. But there is something wrong with this picture. For all the revelry, empty tables underscore a grim reality.
So you'd say you think you've lost how much business?
60 to 70%, which is what's left is almost nothing.
Do this shit already. Man. Go over that. I am. That's me.
Minutes later, down the block on 8th Street, teens tag a building. Restaurant manager John Negri is too late to catch them.
Where were they doing it?
This obviously gets you really angry. The fact that
Well, it's obvious. You can hear my voice. The tension in my voice is not because of the camera. It's because of these animals that come and destroy our property. I don't care whether they're white, black, purple, polka dot. They're animals because they're destroying private property.
Put you on that side of the street. For the second time. Cross the street, please.
A few blocks away, cops shut down Washington Square Park. But not soon enough to stop a drug deal from going down right under their noses.
Are you going to stop? We got to do something right here.
Look, the guy's running away from him.
Because I'm painting, they do this shit.
In the car.
1245 Christopher Street. A crackdown on street artists sparks another disturbance.
She's doing art. Come with the comics. I'm doing the art. Fucking ass on using restaurant. Don't touch me. You don't get your I ran down into the guy. I didn't do nothing.
Before the night is over, 13 people are arrested. The presence of so many cops gives the village the aura of an armed camp. "3:30 a.m. at the Blue Note." But here, a discordant note is also being sounded.
People urinating on the street, people defecating on the street, nobody does anything. I mean, it seems that the cops don't want to get involved because it takes up too much time, too much paperwork. Nothing's going to be done about it.
But we saw lots of cops tonight.
Yeah, tonight, because evidently there were problems.
The wall of people hide the wall of blue. Okay, they just
They feel
simply
like they're overwhelmed.
My experience here is that we're very responsive.
6th Precinct Captain Stephen Kennedy argues that last July alone, cops issued more than 100 summonses for disorderly conduct and public drinking.
And we are out for tonight.
346 Broadway, September 15th.
All right, no problem. All right.
Cops, he insists, are taking back the village, but frustration is clearly taking its toll.
The officers are making arrests. We make enormous amount of drug arrests in Washington Square Park, and very few people get any substantial time, if any. We arrest people, give them desk appearance tickets. People don't show up in court, and no follow-up is done.
Other parts of the city have clean, safe streets. We don't, because somewhere someone decided that the East and the West Village was a playground for the rest of the country.
Village Councilman Antonio Pagan blames city officials for sending the wrong signal.
Was enforcement a problem?
I think we should not blame the police force per se. We have great cops in this neighborhood, and they're great cops in the city. This is a political administrative issue. If the mayor of the city of New York, if the commissioner of the police department does not instruct his troops to make quality of life issues a priority, they cannot go out there and make the arrests.
But on this night at least, cops are making arrests, sending out their own signal.
There's some people who live here 24 hours a day, who've raised their children here, who've been here for, their families have been here for 100 years. We have to help them. They have a right to their tranquility and their quality of life, and to raise their kids the way they want to raise their kids.
Finding words from the front lines in a battle to recapture the spirit of a Mecca that has always been much more than a village. Chuck Gomez, Channel 9 I-Team.